So your goal is lean muscle and you feel like you're doing everything right. But despite that, the scales aren't climbing and your measurements, well, they're not growing. What is going on? Well, here is a couple of mistakes that may be getting made that you are just potentially overlooking. Number one, you lack intensity. If you are serious about wanting to add lean muscle to your frame, you must give your body a reason to do so. Your body triggers lean muscle building physiological processes only when it considers itself under threat. The most efficient way to generate this threat is via training intensity, meaning how close you are bringing your working sets to complete and utter contractile failure. The truth here is most of us do not train as close to failure as what we could. If you're not struggling, it's safe to say that you're probably not growing as much as you could. Number two, you keep adding extra work. The more is better mentality, yeah, it's an easy one to slip into. It's logical. You recognize you work more, you earn more. You practice more at something, you get better at it quickly. But that is not the case when it comes to lean muscle growth. If you are sneaking in a few extra working sets, adding on a couple of extra exercises, even possibly adding in another workout on top of what's been prescribed to you in your training program, you're going to quickly find that your training intensity is going to have to naturally be dialed back accordingly. And your recovery requirements, well, they're going to increase. Not ideal when you are trying to add lean muscle to your frame. Number three, you're saving yourself for your favorites. There may be exercises that you enjoy more than others within your training program. Some exercises, due to individual biomechanics and lever length, you're better at, you're naturally more stronger at, and therefore naturally enjoy more. When this is the case, people tend to go extra hard on these exercises and put more effort in, and drop back on the intensity and the effort on the exercises that they don't really enjoy and end up just going through the paces on those ones. For full muscle development potential and increasing your lean muscle growth rate as fast as possible, multiple exercises are required to achieve this, including the ones that you like, as well as the ones that you don't. All right, number four, your grip, it's letting you down. Now, most of us are limited by our grip strength when it comes to performing the big, heavy moving back exercises. As a result, the target back muscles don't come anywhere near as close to complete and utter contractile failure as they could, because the forearms, well, they fatigue first. The result? Well, you leave a heap of muscle growth potential for your back on the table. The solution? Wear wrist wraps. They're cheap, you can toss them in your gym bag, take them with you every time you go to the gym, and you will notice an immediate difference from the very first back workout or back exercise that you do with them. Number five, you're not eating enough. So you have yourself a meal plan, and that meal plan is worked out for you down to the very last detail, the last gram. A good meal plan will ensure that your physiological functions, they are supported, that your key health processes have everything that they need, that your current lean muscle mass is protected, as well as enough extra to facilitate new lean muscle growth development. Skipping on components of your meals, no matter how small you think they are, runs the risk of physiological processes imperative to you reaching your goals not having what it requires to support them. Remember, when it comes to achieving your goals in the fastest manner possible, every detail counts. Overlooking the obvious and sometimes the not so obvious can end up leaving a ton of growth potential on the table. Pay attention to the details and reap the lean muscle growth rewards.